How's it going, everyone? It's your man, Lost Disciple, the voice box of the Underground of YouTube. And today we're going to get a little bit into the Lost Disciple lore, if you will. Um, I never joined a club before. I don't know, it sounds weird saying it because it's like, who cares? I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people out there that have never joined a club. But it's kind of interesting because it's like, it's one of those things that, like, certain people do. Not everybody's never joined a club. But it's kind of like I feel like it's something that's instilled into some of us since we were kids. And what do I mean by that? Well, first let's get into like the fundamentals of like a club. A club is kind of like something that you join that like it's like an organization, right? That you join, you take part of because it's the people, the members have it's a similar interest, right? So like there's a basketball club, there's gaming clubs, there's book clubs, there's I don't know literature clubs. I guess that would be like a book club. Oh, like Doki Doki Literature Club, yeah. Though it's not what I was thinking of when I said that, but there's Star Wars clubs, there's fucking science fiction clubs, there's different clubs for different things. There's UFO clubs. And if it's a topic, you can make a club on it because there's other people can share interest in that same topic. So that's realistically what a club is. Now, I've never joined one. I've had, not to say that I don't have interest, but it's almost like clubs. I never had anyone directly, like, I even had, like parents and stuff like that, ask you and say you should join a club, or people say that, but it's like there were outside influences that kind of like made me not want to join a club. And I feel like that same thing can be said for other people. Now, like, what do I mean? I mean, like, I feel like things like in TV, cartoons, movies kind of made it like seem like if you joined clubs or like did things like that, then you were considered like you were like ostracized. You were different. Like you were one of those weird people that joined clubs. It's kind of like how they made it. Like you're like, oh, clubs, oh, like you're weird type of thing. Like if you grew up in the early 2000s, or maybe even like mid 90s could be too. I know if you just grew up in that era of like entertainment and stuff like that, you'd understand where I'm coming from. It's kind of like it was just like it was looked down upon almost, not in a way where it's like, oh, you join a club, like that's not good, but it's almost like you're a weirdo. You're in a club. It's almost like this guy's weird. Why do you join a club for that? It's like that's what it kind of made it seem like. So I feel like that's one of the reasons why I didn't join a club. Two, it's also because I just wanted to go straight home and play Call of Duty. So like I really didn't want to join a club. Why did I join a club when I could join an Xbox Live party chat and talk some shit with my niggas? That's where my mind was at. But also the whole like thing about the spiel that I first went on about joining clubs was a true thing. But like I feel like there's a lot of things that you could have done and a lot of things I may have missed out on by like not joining a club, because I knew like certain clubs, they did shit like you might go on a fucking field trip, pizza parties, like I know the gaming clubs used to do pizza parties. They used to play some shitty games though, don't get me wrong. They used to play Smash Bros, and like I fucking hate Smash. So like I wouldn't have enjoyed it, but like there's other shit too. Like nigga, we could have played Call of Duty. Niggas is not seeing me in Call of Duty, and they started playing Fortnite and shit like that in high school. But it's like, yeah, nah, I never really took part in it. Like I feel like I kind of missed out on it. And like I used to watch a lot of anime too back in high school, and like middle school and shit. So like it's interesting because like in anime you see clubs, and like it's anime, so like you're gonna have the fan service and shit like that. That does not happen in real life, okay? You're not gonna just fucking fall and grab a fucking chick by her tits in a club. It does not work. Well, maybe a swinger party. That's kind of like a club. We're gonna get into that because there's a point of that's something I also wanted to talk about. But it's like that's not realistic. That's not gonna happen. You might see a couple pretty girls though. That you might see. It sounds weird saying that now that am, an adult. But I mean, like in the mindset of a fucking teenager, yes, you're gonna see pretty girls at a club. Okay. Anyway, well, as an adult too, you could see some pretty girls at the club too. All right. Point is that you didn't miss out on anything too crazy, but any like cool experiences, like I said, field trips or like that, or even just meeting certain people, you may have missed out on it. Does it affect me that much where it's keeping me from sleep? No, it's not. It's not something like it's just beating down on me like fuck, I didn't join the basketball club back in high school so I couldn't fuck this. No, Like, I don't really care about none of that shit because I had interests outside of school that I liked too. I just didn't, for like I said, I just didn't feel like I wanted to spend more time at school than I already wanted to be. So it's like, as an adult, you realize it. It's like, hey, maybe I should have did more, but I feel like that's because you're more aware of the world around you, depending on who you are. And this is the part that I was gonna get to. It's that, like, I feel also a part of me also thinks that because the educational system was founded upon by the same people that wanted to make us employees, right? So if you don't want people to get together and unionize over certain things when they're young, you get them into the idea that joining a club isn't cool. And how do you enforce that? You still make the clubs available, because if they take away clubs, or you say there's no, well, they could always say there's no funding realistically, but if they're still there, well, how do you get the youth to not want to participate in certain things like that? Well, the ones that fucking rot their brain with TV all day and stuff like that, and the early forms of entertainment, social media and shit. Why not make them think clubs aren't cool? So that way, we already some might seep through the cracks and join clubs anyway, but a lot of them won't. So now that's almost like when you hear about things like that when you get older and at work, like safety teams or like little get-togethers, unionizing, or even just like getting together to overthrow a tyrannical government. It's almost like we're conditioned to not want to participate in those types of groups, whether it's like, oh, well, no one's gonna, why, if it's one person, why would I want to do it? Why do I want to join this club? There's only 3 guys in there. So like, I don't know, that's it. We have that. It's interesting. I don't want to sit here and go all tinfoil hat on you guys, but maybe I might have piqued a thought or two, picked at your brain a little bit, and shared what was on mine. Anyway, I gotta go. Hope you guys enjoyed. It's your man, Lost Disciple, the voice box of the underground of YouTube, and I will see you. Oh wait, if you like the video, leave a like. If you disliked it, dislike it. Leave a comment. I love to read them. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.